Hello and welcome to today's cryptocurrency technical analysis, which I truly feel is going to be one of the best videos I have ever produced for you here. I'm going to be keeping this one short, sweet, concise, technical and professional for you. Why? Because I'm going to be starting off looking at Bitcoin. I'm also going to touch on the ES stock market, DXY dollar index and some of the altcoins, in particular SHEEP. This is the one that I'm interested in at the moment. So if that sounds interesting to you, just pay full attention to this video. I promise you, for the next 10, 15, 20 minutes, however long this video is, block out all the distractions around you. Give me your full attention during this video and you will walk away from this video more knowledgeable and with more insights of what to be looking for next when it comes to the Bitcoin chart. So let's go straight into the analysis, picking up from where we left off yesterday's video just 24 hours ago, where obviously at the time we were bouncing off of that daily level at $20,293. Okay, so when we zoom into a lower term time frame, of course, the way that I structure this video is I'm going to explain what's happened over the past 24 hours, moving on to what's happening now, and then what I'm looking at for the rest of the week to come. So starting off with the educational segment of what happened over the past 24 hours. So we obviously got that bounce off of the daily, right? So we bounced off that daily. And what happened next is, well, the next level that I was looking for is the VWAP, right? And this for me is obviously another short opportunity. So I'm ready and waiting. I'm aware why we bounced where we bounced. It was the daily level. And then ready and waiting for my next level to the upside, which is the VWAP. This is posts within inside my Discord group live in the time. We're talking about the exact minute of this screenshot taken. The exact minute was posted inside of my group. Okay, so here at UK time, 4:18. I'm seeing the bounce off the daily and I'm saying, hey, right, the VWAP is my next level to the upside. We actually come up and we hit that VWAP to the exact dollar, which allows me to get into that short position. Okay, actually a compounded short. But look at that accuracy. We're talking about from the move up, knowing that next level to the upside, seeing it hit to the exact dollar, opening the opportunity for those shorts, and then we're ready and waiting for our next level to the downside. And this is where we went into a little bit of a CC frenzy, right? So we actually came down and we, after rejection of the the VWAP to the exact dollar, we come back down and we take these series of lows into the CC, which is Fibonacci from low to high, okay? Come into the CC. And this then provides a reversed long opportunity. So then you're in short from the high and long from the low. This is obviously a take profit, decent take profit for the short position in terms of take profit one, and you can reverse that into a decent long position in validation below the low. Why are you having three different levels of confluence here for that long trade? Okay, and then in the end, this kind of just goes from CC territory, right? And this was kind of funny. CC pool short is the high when we hit the VWAP to the exact dollar, and then the take profit that I was telling to my team now is a good take profit when we're hitting the CC. That was actually the very low of the move, by the way. So I just found that kind of funny that when we speak, the market moves. Shorted the exact dollar high, take profit the exact dollar low. But anyway, we kind of go into this CC frenzy, which I mean by that is from Fibonacci from low to high, bounce into the CC. Fibonacci from high to low, we rejected the CC. Fibonacci from this low to the high then that was made. What happened? We come down, we make our way down, and we bounce off the CC, okay, which was this low formed here. And that actually then gave us this triangle pattern. Okay, so now we've got a big triangle pattern, and I'm just going to show you the steps. Okay, I made this very obvious over on Twitter for you. Okay, so obviously, first of all, talking about the VWAP in my read-only, coaches-only channel, I do all the hard work for you, so you can just sit back and enjoy the paper profits. Another perfect sculpt from the VWAP. Who wants that Shiba update? You might be getting it today, who knows? But yeah, talking about the triangle here, this is what I want to focus your attention on. So first of all, well, I guess 0 is price rejects off the VWAP to form the triangle high. This triangle high was the rejection off the VWAP, which we obviously shorted. But from that, price bounced off the CC support level, which gave the low of the triangle. So the high of the triangle was our VWAP short. The low of our triangle was Fibonacci from low to high into the CC. We could reverse that long trade, okay? And obviously the take profit on the VWAP short. So we've understood the high and the low. We then go from CC to CC and we form this really nice triangle. Okay, so we form the triangle. Then price forms really large bullish divergences, which of course I update in my team. Bullish CVD. Okay, so while we're within that triangle, we form bullish CVD divergences. Price then breaks out of that triangle to the upside. Okay, so here you can kind of see what it looks like. High off of the VWAP, low off the CC, CC, CC. We form then a triangle. Price clearly breaks to the upside. Here there was no fake out in the end. It was a break to the upside. Okay, price is now broken out. And before that breakout to the upside, we had large bullish divergences, which if you're interested in, I can very briefly just show you this so you can visualize this. Okay, so if we come back to our triangle here, this is where our triangle is forming, and you can see those bullish divergences forming here. Okay, so price is making higher lows and the CVD here making lower lows. So we have those bullish divergences, of course, a little bit clearer on the lower term time frame, but nevertheless, here we have those bullish CVD divergences forming, and then price breaks out of the triangle. And then what are we looking at next? Well, obviously, we can be aware of the overall triangle target, which was just above $20,600. And we started to make our way up to that late last night, early morning, right? So I just really want you to understand this. I'm going to explain it one final time, and then I'm going to move on. High off the VWAP, which we shorted. Low off of the CC, which we longed. Okay, so we now have a short from the high, a long from the low. Rejection of CC, bounce off CC, triangle forms, bullish CVD divergences, high likelihood break to the upside. Triangle breaks to the upside. I'm then giving my team, as soon as we break out, the target, which is 20,000, just above, okay, above 20,600. We obviously start to reach that very early morning. Okay, we start to push up towards that target. And my team, hey, we're coming up to that target now. Then what happened early morning was price came up on the ES stock market to swing failure pattern its high and close the gap with a large drop to the downside. This then has aided Bitcoin to also get its large move to the downside this morning. Okay, so you can see price made its way up here. Okay, price made its way up. And then here we hit the triangle target. We hit the triangle target, which for me was another opportunity to compounding my short. Why? Because I actually had a really nice invalidation on this short. And for me, it was going to be a reclaim of the point of control. Okay, if we had reclaimed this point of control, I was going to close out of this. But we can see price makes its way up to the triangle target, rejects from the triangle target, and simultaneously the ES starts to pull back heavily, right, off of its swing failure pattern. And thus, Bitcoin also pulls back once more to the value area low here. But here, the invalidation of my short, because I was compounding this on the breakout, I was compounding it then again at 2,600. I was in a very large short position. If you're in my champions group, you would have seen that short position was for $26 million. $26 million. I was compounding heavily on all of the move, and I was very comfortable in my position. Originally, obviously, I had a higher position. I was compounding it and compounding it and compounding it. But yeah, that was for a fairly large short position. Well, not a massive, but still 26 million. We obviously then have seen this now move to the downside. Okay, and this is now where we're bringing ourselves up to right now. So that's really just explained the last 24 hours of price action. Okay, and I hope you've enjoyed that talk through. Now, of course, we're going to be looking at what is happening now and what we can be looking for next. Before I move on to what we're looking at next, I'd just like to just give one quick announcement for you. And that is, if you're interested in like the live trading, then of course we had that session today. What better way to start off your day than live trading session with really one of the best traders in the world right now, Igor. Watch now as he fully explains the current market crash and what trades he takes live in the action of this massive volatility. So obviously, truly one of the best traders in the world. He's come in, he's learned everything, and then he's proven himself, making millions of dollars with a result. And then he's also coming in and trading this on live stream. It's undoubtable the level of skill this guy has. Okay, so that's just a quick announcement. If you want to see his live stream today, it was over 2 hours long. He's coming in here, being the market wizard himself, calling the shots, taking the trades. So if you want to see that live in the time, you can obviously check that over at chartchampions.com, where we've got all the educational material, we've got all the templates, cheat sheets, and of course our new speedrun modules, which are the 5-minute condensed version of the hour-long videos that we have within the course. Hundreds of videos here to get stuck into and start to learn to trade. Then if you obviously want the live trading, we've now got the live trading. If you want the live updates with those sort of triangles, with those sort of targets before everybody else, then that's obviously where you're going to get the heads up first over at chartchampions.com inside of the Discord. Okay, so that was the announcement that I wanted to give there if that's of interest to you. And now, of course, I'm moving on to what I'm looking at next here, and then I'll give a quick talk about the altcoins. So yeah, Bitcoin now, we are ultimately still, we can zoom out a little bit, right? So ultimately, we're still in this range. This is still the same range that I was talking about yesterday. Okay, so we're still within the CC resistance, which is around 21,000. And the value area high, I haven't got it marked on here, but that value area high support, which comes in at around 19,980. Okay, so we have our range high and our range low. Ultimately, we are just range bound within here still. Within here, we obviously can start to pull our fixed range of our current range. And we know that this point of control was not quite tapped yesterday, which would have been a nice invalidation. And we've come back down to the value area low. Okay, so really simply within our larger range, we've got this smaller range of the value areas, right? Which are very important to me. So this daily for me is still a daily, but it has been tapped, so I can remove this. Now my two levels that are untapped that I'm ready and waiting for are still that point of control, which sits at around just above 20,700. And the NPOC just below me here at 2150. Of course, I know if I break and hold the point of control as support, I can be looking back up to 21,200, looking for a new high, to be honest. And if we lose this NPOC, then I can be looking back down towards my next levels to the downside. Really simply the range low, where I can look for swing failure pattern of range low, swing failure pattern of range high. If I don't get that, then I can look to my next level to the downside, right? And I keep trading this level to level. Trade the reaction. It really is as simple as that. Do my technical analysis, trade the reaction. If you'd like to, again, I will remind you one more time, if you'd like to see that live in the time, of course, that's where you get that over inside of the Discord and our live streams. And with that, I'd actually like to show you this very, very amazing clip from today's live trading stream, just so you can see the insights that you're going to get live in the time. Okay, this is of interest to everybody. This actually happened just, we're talking about a few hours ago. So just pay attention to this quick clip that I'd like to show you from Igor and how he managed to call this price action. Just take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. It's quite outstanding, if I say so myself.
And then this here, if you wanted to take a short, this here becomes like a level where, okay, that's my validation, really close. But where I'm aiming to, definitely below here, because that's where you have 1, 2, 3. So anyone trying to long this, they've got their stops here, potentially moved there, and potentially moved here. So there's going to be a lot of stops done here. So from high, so F8, from high, so 1, 2, 3, you can lather here and take this below that low. There you go, 100%. And then market should drop to there based on taking the liquidity, just like it's happening right now. It's kind of cool, isn't it? I point, the market goes. And there you go. I mean, look at it. This is when, if it was a live stream, you.
There you go. So you can see here as he's talking through that price action, as he's like saying, basically explaining why this is a short. You even hear him say 100%, where the invalidation is on that short position above the high, where his targets are below this low. So these are the insights that you can obviously get live in the time as it's happening. Okay, he's talking you through the price action. He's explaining why he would take the entry. He's explaining where the stop loss is. He's explaining where the target is down here. You can then see that live in the time as it's happening. This did happen on live stream this morning, by the way. This was a clip taken from the live stream. And then here you can see it come down and taking that exact level as he predicted. Okay, this actually, as that was happening in the live stream today, caused quite the excitement, as you can imagine. We have over, we have several thousand people watching along and going along with these live streams, and to have seen that live in the time exactly as he was predicting, seeing that play out, explaining the thought process, explaining the entries, explaining the invalidation, explaining the target, and then to see it play out, we're talking within seconds, was, yeah, that was quite special. So if you enjoyed that clip and you want to see more, maybe from the legend himself, Igor, I'm telling you, he's one of the best traders in the world right now. He's doing it live. He's trading the money. He's making and increasing his accounts on live stream. It's quite amazing. It really truly is. This is a special new feature that we've added, and I mean, I watch these live streams every single time because, I mean, I've said it once and I've said it again. Igor truly is one of the best traders in the world right now. So for me, that's what I'm looking at, and I want to explain now again. Just emphasizing how we are then still trading this. It's marking out our technical analysis, and I've told you my next levels. It's then remaining patient for these levels. Once the level is hit, trade the reaction. Okay. Of course, on the day trades, we can start to form patterns, look at divergences, expect breakouts, see the breakouts, see that hit target, then have new trading ideas, invalidations, and targets based off of that, right? So for me now, I have no new setup here locally. For me, this is not a trade where it is right now. Thus, I can remain patient for my lower price or my higher price, which once again, locally here is the POC. If we do reject that, again, have a trade right short. If we don't, then I look for new highs to be made. And I have my level to the downside, which if held, I can look for a trade. If not, I look for my next level to the downside. Ladies and gentlemen, please understand that this is how a professional trader approaches the market. We have to be aware of our next level to the downside and our next level to the upside. Only looking in one direction is the sign of a very bad trader. We have to be aware the market is open to moving in any direction. We do not need to know which way the market is going to move next. We just need to know our levels that we will be trading next. E.g., we have a plan for upside, we have a plan for downside. A lot of newer traders don't understand that because they want certainty. They want to know with 100%, tell me what's happening next. Ladies and gentlemen, we do not need to know what's happening next to make money in this market. I'm showing you this every day. Igor is showing you this. Victor is showing you this. George is showing you this. Like, we are the coaches here at Chart Champions, and we can show you in front of your eyes how you can predict the market, okay, with high probabilities. There's no 100%, but we can obviously be speaking about very high probabilities. And of course, we're putting our money where our mouth is. We're taking the trades. We're showing you the results. We're showing you the building the accounts, all with money in front of your eyes. So yeah, if you want to see more from us, you know what to do. Head over to chartchampions.com, where once again you have all the education, all of the updates that you're ever going to need. Daily live streams every single day. So yeah, that for me is going to be the review of what's happened today, what's happened over the past few days, what I'm looking for next in terms of my levels, and some of the announcements there if you want to get more from us at Chart Champions. I did say I'd mention Sheep. So yeah, I obviously said yesterday, comment the altcoin, and the highest voted altcoin was Sheep. Did say though, you have to smash the video to over 3,000 likes, which wasn't achieved. So today I'm going to give you a little bit of an easier target. These videos are all getting over, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 views. So I think this is an achievable one. And I'm going to say 2,000 likes. The coin has been decided Sheep. I am personally long on Sheep. This is a setup that I gave to my group inside the Discord. So I'm personally long on Sheep. But if you want to see this long setup, if you want to see an explanation on what I'm looking at today, right now in November, then hit the like button to over 2,000 likes. If you get over 2,000 likes, I'll give an update for this free to the public. Of course, at the moment, this is just inside my Discord group. But this was a long setup that I posted on Sheep. If you want to know how this is progressing, the next targets, then hey, I'll give that to free for the public for 2,000 likes. So if you know what to do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe. We're still doing the $100,000 giveaway, by the way. So if that's of interest to you, you also know what to do over here. Obviously, this is in terms of the information and the socials. We're doing a $100,000 giveaway. Okay, and that's all you need to do is subscribe. This is not to just one person, by the way. We're giving this away to, a few different entities and people of who we feel are in need the most. So that's the 100K giveaway. All you need to do is hit subscribe. That's from our trading profits. And yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've understood why we got this move up. It was from the triangle, breakout to the upside, why we rejected for we did off the triangle target, and now what I'm looking for next in terms of my next level was, and remaining a bit patient here for one of those outcomes. If you want to see more, catch us over on the website. Cheers, everybody. Thank you ever so much. Have a brilliant day ahead. And I guess I'll end with that legal trade disclaimer that there is no financial advice in this video. This is just an entertainment, educational video only, and all the trades are on paper demo trade accounts. Cheers, everybody. Thank you, and goodbye.